Morning, Scott. We're back in France this week.
Morning, Neil.
We are playing a real barn burner
Yeah.
in Bois du Ciel farm near Amangene, France. I totally butchered that.
Totally. Yeah.
I'm playing.
I,
Go ahead.
oh, it ended up being kind of a butt burner for me is all.
The barns are literally on fire in this scenario.
Yeah.
So I'm playing the Germans, and you are playing the French. My setup here is an interesting setup because the victory conditions are there's two buildings in the farm complex on the north there that have to be captured and controlled, and you have to get at least one multi-man counter from that southern group up into the farm. So my debate was, do I set up all my German units south to keep your southern French reinforcement units from getting in, or do I set up all around the farm and try to completely capture the farm so you have to capture the farm and get units in it, or do I split my German force? I chose to split it. So you can see how I set up. I set my foxholes down in between the farm and your reinforcing units. And I split my force, I don't know, maybe a little favored to the south, but I have some units up behind the farm near the burning barns to try to at least get in and get some of your units out of there, maybe take back one building. Then I have my anti-tank gun basically pointing right at the farm, as well as getting a line of sight down the hex row for the road in case you come across the road later. So my point was to capture some of the farm and delay your French units from coming in to reinforce. What was your plan of attack?
Yeah.
For the
It was
French?
a pretty interesting setup because I had a little group of fanatic French commandos, I believe, that set up in the farm complex first, and then you set up, and then I set up the rest of my guys around the bridge. So it was somewhat restricted, I guess. But my plan of attack was to, well, you can see I'm kind of focused on the right front quadrant there, my setup area, and my plan was to push towards that hedgerow that runs north-south, and I was hoping to just kind of dash around that hedgerow and run towards the farm complex, but my attack just seemed to kind of stall out right away, which was disappointing. But
yeah, you had to break out of the woods and either get up through the brush or behind that bush or both. And the fields here are plowed. That's not grain, so you couldn't use the cover of grain.
right.
Yeah. I set up my sniper counter in L8. It looks like just in the hex row where your two leaders are, in case I could get a sniper activation early.
Yeah, I just set mine up not too far away. I think it was, kind of within range of one or two of your leaders, your best leader there, I think.
And we have sniper activations of 3. I don't recall there being a lot of sniper activity in this scenario.
No, I don't think there was.
No. So we're about to kick off the action here. The funny thing about the anti-tank gun is I considered all kinds of places to set it up, and if I set it too far out, like over in D4 on board 43 over to the right, I figured it would be too much out of the action, so I just pointed it straight at the farm and tried to at least blast away at units I could see.
I don't remember it being too effective though.
No, I didn't really do a whole lot.
No.
I mean, it's a 37 millimeter. I don't remember what that equates to in infantry fire table.
shooter.
Not much. I mean, it has a rate of fire of 3, but maybe if I could catch something in the open. It has H9 ammo, if I recall, but I don't think that it really came into play much.
No, and I'm pushing towards your unit in the woods there.
Oh, and you have a berserk unit already.
Yeah.
That was quick. Yeah, you're angling up to the right there, to the northeast already, per your plan.
Yeah. I was hoping to make better progress on this first turn. It just I
Yeah,
ended up with a couple broken guys, and I didn't do anything to you, I don't think. And
yeah. I think I just have a couple squads and a light machine gun in Hex M9 just to slow you down. Thinking if they had to fall back, they could fall back to that foxhole and the other board down that hex row. In P1, I have my leader, and I think there's a medium machine gun in there to hold the center.
I think I was able to force either you moved back or you routed back, but
I believe
I think in
I think I fell back at first.
just fell back. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
I was
I'm making a
pushed on the.
assault on the farm there. Yeah.
You made good progress at first, and I was getting pretty nervous, but I think I may have lost half squad or two. But I was surprised that how long I was able to hold the two farm buildings there.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't crack 06 with your 9
Yeah.
-1. I think I got the other side. I jumped in the close combat right away in M8 and 08 um, and secured those, but I didn't get much further than that.
Yeah. It turned out to be a pretty tough nut to crack.
Yeah, there I took out that stack in close combat. I can't remember what you had in there. Maybe a half squad because you deployed
Yeah,
in there.
deployed. I think I had the half squads back. Yeah.
My anti-tank gun is doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. So yeah, I've fallen back in. Oh, my 9 -1 leader. Did you break something? I don't know why he would have fallen back out of a stone building. He must have broke the
uh,
squad.
yeah, I think I got lucky. I think I broke the squad and you routed back.
Yeah.
I think in hindsight, maybe, yeah, here I'm pushing
Mm.
up.
Your berserk guy had to go for it, and I rolled
Yeah, that's
snake
right. Berserk
eyes. Vaporized.
vaporized. I think in hindsight, just kind of a more pushed on a broader front might have been better. Just straight up the board for the farm, spread
Up
out.
through the brush and through there.
Well, yeah, just left to center, right to center, just up the middle. Yeah,
Hmm.
maybe it might have worked a little better, but it just stalled out. I couldn't. I mean, I don't get much farther than this. I don't know. It just.
Oh, you had a mortar somewhere. It's probably in that big stack in N10 or N9. Didn't you have a
Yeah.
mortar
Yeah.
somewhere?
Yeah. It has 60 millimeter mortar.
Did you ever fire that thing? Because
Oh.
I think you abandoned it. There it is. Yeah, you just dropped it.
Yeah, it was with the portage points, I think, and I had the stacked with a leader, and then I needed the leader to rally guys, so it kind of just got left behind.
Did it start dismantled, or did you assemble it?
No, it was already set up.
Or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you sort of abandoned your plan to go up the right side of that hedge, and you're now just gonna push directly north.
Well, yeah, you had the squad with there's two squads, one with the ATR and stuff, and I just couldn't crack them. I couldn't get much going. Yeah, it just stalled out.
Looks like Yulin rallied and is moving back into the action. 9 -1. I'm still working on the farm up there. Not getting much going. Oh, you just broke my guys.
Yeah, I
Oh,
would
oh
break
wait.
you. Yeah, I'd break them. They'd route back. They'd rally. They'd come at me again, and then I would break them, and they would route back again.
Yeah. Oh, I jump into close
Yeah.
combat in M7 there.
Oh yeah, you got that. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't get O7. That was so you're still holding O7, and you had to get
Right.
one of your multi-man counters from the south, basically into that hex at the end, I think.
Yeah. Which isn't real tough victory conditions, really. You don't have a ton of time,
No,
but
4.5 turns. Yeah, you got to yeah, you got to be scooting along, I guess, in this scenario.
yeah, 5 turns. So for the French, but
Oh yeah, 5 turns. Yeah, for the French.
yeah, I got like yeah, I kind of abandoned my initial strategy, which probably didn't hurt me too because I just yeah, because now I got guys trying to run off to the left. I'm trying to set up for like a last
Hmm.
turn effort, but well, I'm getting desperate, I guess, at this point because I'm just not going anywhere. Oh,
Yeah, you're
turn 3.
3 turns in. I'm still holding the center there. Yulin, I felt pretty good about that. Him in a stone building, and I still have a guy in the foxhole in the hex row M, kind of covering the center. So I'm feeling pretty good. I was a little worried about your end run though, because I know you're gonna go through the woods and then through the orchard and try to run up through the plowed field.
Oh, it looks like we had one sniper activation. Yeah, I think yeah, he ended up breaking one of my. You ended up breaking one of my squads with your sniper, I believe.
Did I? Your sniper's parked on top of my anti-tank gun, which is just sitting there. It has no targets now, really. It's just waiting, waiting if you come across a road, pretty much. Oh man, so yeah, up in 08, you broke those guys again. Whoever made it back in there, they're about to
Yeah,
rout out again. Yeah, they just kept coming and going in that building.
I think I guess we had a squad pushing up the right side of the hedgerow, but then you took a shot with the AT gun, and I think vaporized him. I think killed him.
Jeez, with the anti-tank rifle, or
Maybe
oh
gun.
no, the anti-tank gun. Yeah, I did turn and shoot.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. So we're on your turn 4 now, and you need to get something into O
Yeah,
07.
yeah. And I gotta go. I gotta go now because it's gonna take 2 turns to get
Hmm.
all the way there. So
Yeah.
just kind of starting a mad dash, and it just doesn't pan out. I mean, I only need one,
Yeah.
right?
You just need
So
one squad in there. So you have to get him within one so you can advance in at least.
yeah. So I mean, technically, I'm still alive, but it's just getting really sketchy.
You're running the gauntlet here at the end,
Yeah.
and I've got quite a bit of covering fire now. And I think my guys in the farm building there in M7. I think they move out into the road here at the end here to cover the road. Yeah, right there
Yeah.
with a light as a just another backup. Yeah, here you're going for it.
Yeah. I think that
You're
was it.
yeah, that was it.
Their guys kind of screwing around, a little bit of screwing around
Yeah,
on
you're
that.
berserk. You're just messing around there. Yeah, I think we called it there. You couldn't reach Hex O7 to get in there. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you just got slowed down too much in the woods there at the beginning. You got tripped up.
Yeah. It just stalled out right away, and I just struggled the whole game to get much of anything going. But
S-
I thought it was a neat scenario. I liked it. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, it's another scenario with options of how to, at least for the Germans, how to set up, um, whether they go completely on defense or completely on attack or split it.
Right.
Now
Yeah,
that
because you had part of your force was attacking. They had to attack to capture the farm complex, but then the other part of your force was defending. So it's kind of interesting.
now in hindsight, would you have done something different with your mortar? Because yeah, you just kind of abandoned it pretty. I don't think you ever fired it, did you?
Well, a 60 mil mortar. I mean, unless you got a target in woods, you're not going to do much with it. But yeah, I could have. I'm sure there's several things I could have done different.
Did did it have smoke? Did we check
I don't.
if it had
Can't
smoke
remember.
capability?
I don't. I don't think it did.
Yeah, might have been an option if it did, but I
I
can't recall.
don't know. It could have, but I just.
Yeah, it's another interesting scenario with options. Infantry only with a couple guns because we're still getting the gun rules under our belt at this point. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was highly recommended, but it was. I mean, playing SL is always fun.
Yeah. I thought it was a good one. It was
Yeah.
nice.
So that's a
It
wrap
was a
on the
real
real butt
real
burner.
butt burner. Yep.
Yeah, that's a wrap. Next up, we've got Point of the Sword, and we're coming to the end of gun rules. We're going to jump into armor.